body, your mind, and your soul. Jeanette is, tell us what you do, Jeanette.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Jeanette in the house. If you stand with me here,
Yes,
the microphone picks everything up, so we're good.
Perfect.
So we're good. So
Yes.
just like that.
Yes. Well, hi everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Jeanette. And if you came in, you got my book. And this is called The Little Black Book of Fitness. And it is Breakthrough Insights of Mind, Body, and Spirit Warriors. So I've been in the fitness industry for over 28 years and did major competitions, bikini fitness competitions, won titles, owned my own gym for
Badass.
over 10 years.
Badass.
Right. And so funny because even who I was with, my boyfriend at that time, who I was living with, I remember the distinct morning, I was exhausted, not wanting to get up to be at the gym by 5 a.m. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. He's just like, you know what, babe? Just let me take care of you. You don't have to do this. You don't have to work this hard. Like, let me take care of you. And I was like, how dare you say that? What do you mean? You want me to give up who I am, give up my gym, give up what I do? And I literally made it mean something completely different than what he meant.
What do
I
you
look
mean?
back now, well, basically like, okay, how can I help you? Let's not do this. Let's hire more people. Do you need me to help you out? I don't want you to work so hard. That's, but I took it to mean something completely different.
And I hate to say this, this is our culture. That's the stuff I'm talking about. That's sort of over-calibrated. These men trying to help, that's what we do. We hold ourselves accountable to help you. But if you don't let us,
Yes.
sorry.
No? So it was very clear to me. I was like, wow, but it didn't resonate until a couple years after. We were still together, but I could tell he still held that against me. He was still angry with that. And I'm like, I'm the business owner. I can do this. I'm the badass, as he says. And the whole time I'm like, I'm exhausted. I don't want to be strong anymore. I don't want to be masculine. I don't want to be the male. I want to be the feminine. I want to be taken care of, even though he was, but yet he knew there was a line that he couldn't cross because I had already cut that off.
Damn. I knew her then, by the way. Like, Jeanette, are you standing here right now? This is not the same girl that was there. It was like 5-6 years ago I met you.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful, the same, totally different energy. Like, completely different energy, right? Just
Who I was explaining is that energy that he met. Yeah.
Yes, so go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. So, needless to say, our relationship didn't end up working out. We spent 6 years together. And there was a lot of different things where I realize now what I wasn't allowing back then. I had a hard time, and especially as us as women, if we're business owners or entrepreneurs or we're doing what we want to do, we have a hard time balancing the masculine and feminine. And so it was really important to me to balance that out. I didn't want to be masculine. I did not want to be the male. I wanted to be feminine. I wanted to be the female. And I was like, something's got to change. But it was through my personal development journey and my spiritual journey that it really started changing. I got more into, because as I was competing, it was like, okay, if I win this title, then I'll be happy. And if I win this show, I'll be happy. If I win this show, I'll be happy. And I looked great on the physical, but yet something was still lacking internally. So I knew there wasn't true fulfillment there. So I had to take a step back and really be like, what's going on? What do I need to discover? There's something not right internally. And so that's why I call it fit from the inside out. We have to be fit in our body, fit in our mindset, and fit in our spirit in order for us as women or men to be that to the other person. And it has to have self-love and self-fulfillment before we can even be anything to anybody else. And so I had to take that journey within myself to be that for myself before I could be that for anybody else. So it was a big journey of a lot of personal development, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, a lot of different things that completely came into my life. And it completely molded me into a whole different, it's like I got the woman back. And so now this woman was ready to be able to receive. This woman was ready to find that partner. And so there's been a lot of relationships where they were close, but didn't happen.
We're working together right now. Almost every day. Like, so how do you go? What do you do? What do you do? Oh shit.
Yeah. And everything he says, I see it, how we just have to allow men to be men. And I think as women, we do not allow that. Or we're unable to receive it. And a lot of times we're unable to receive it because we don't even feel that way about ourselves. So how can we receive that love? How can we receive them cherishing us? How can we receive them being everything to us when we can't even be that for ourselves? And that's where it comes from. It's so internal. It's for us as women to love ourselves, to heal ourselves from past relationships, knowing that this next man isn't what this man did to me. Which is huge because we just carry it on. Same thing with men. Like, this woman is not who just hurt me in this past relationship. And so my big thing was like, I no longer want to pass that on to anybody else. I need to be responsible for the energy that I'm passing on to everyone that comes into my path. So I need to clean myself up. I need to heal myself so that doesn't happen. And I don't hurt more people down the line. Because I went back and apologized to all the men that I really truly hurt. Because all they wanted to do was love me. All they wanted to do was provide and love and protect for me. And what did I do? I did not allow it.
It's profound.
So going back and even apologizing, and they're like, yes, that's all I wanted to do. That's it. Like, I wasn't asking you to sell your gym. I wasn't asking you to give up everything that you are. I just wanted to love you. I just wanted to protect you. I didn't want you to work so hard. And so I was like, oh my gosh. It was profound.
I feel it.
Profound on so many levels. And I feel that each of us as men and women have to be responsible for that. Where do we need to clean up internally so that we don't keep passing this on to partners? We don't keep passing this on to people that come into our lives. Because we all have traumas, whether they're from childhood, bad relationships, we all carry that. And it's like, no, let's heal from it. Let's release it. Let's deal with ourselves so that we're able to attract who we really want to attract. Because if you notice who you're attracting right now, it's usually because of where you're at in your life. So that person, that's who we're attracting. So once we start cleaning that up, we start attracting completely different people. And so right now I'm attracting a completely different caliber of men.
It's kind of crazy.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
And it's amazing. And I'm allowing it. I'm allowing them to cherish me and take care of me and spoil me and just be in awe of me as a woman. And not be like, I'm doing this and I do this. No, Like, I'm so humble. I've been humbled quite a bit too. Sold my gym, did a lot of stuff. I became this little minimalist where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't need this car. I don't need these expenses. I don't need to be paying this for where I'm going to live. Like, I became this little minimalist, not caring anymore about what anybody else thought, but that this was for me. So it had to be the right man that also understood that too. Like, I call myself an urban yogi, not a full-on yogi, but an urban hippie, I should say, actually, where I'm just all about peace and love and spending my time doing what I love and spending my time with the people that I love and I choose to spend time with. And that has completely changed my circle, and it's completely changed who I have attracted to myself. But he has been a huge help, so yes, I've been dating.
Well, I'd hate to say the caliber of people the man that she used to attract, like, this is a whole different paradigm. It's like when she connected with her spirit and her soul and became like kind of a complete, this body, mind, and spirit. She was all body, it's fantastic, but this man lady was cut, and there's a price to pay for this lady. It wears you out. It kills you eventually. It wears you out, and it doesn't rejuvenate you, right? So when she let go of that and brought in this mind and spirit yoga, kind of connecting back to soul and spirit, it's like this full-grown woman showed up, much more relaxed. You know, she glows like this everywhere. So like the kind of the way men respond, and men and women, by the way, that she walks in a room, it's like this, woo, you know, because she's so good inside, and it glows. You know, and it's much healthier for her as a woman to live this way, you know, and then let people like, come on, like men will happily try to make your life easier. That's what we do. You don't even have to manipulate men to try to help you. It's instinctual. It's an incredible design. You don't have to manipulate men. We want to help. We want your life. How many times have you heard a guy say, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. That's all we want. Let me just do something to make your life better. Not take over. Better. So.
And it's actually more natural for us to be in our feminine. It's like, oh, I don't have to have this ego per se. I don't have to pretend I'm this person. I don't have to pretend I have this, or this is what I work, or this is what I do, or this is what I have done. Like, it's like dropping the ego and actually being who you truly are. We all came from our heart versus our head. And I even got my tattoo. It says, lead with your heart, because I was constantly in my head about stuff. Yeah, so I had to drop into my heart. And when I'm truly in my heart and my soul, then I know that's not going to steer me wrong. And I've seen a huge difference, but it's a constant reminder, right? Because we're constantly battling. And our minds are like, no, you should do this, or what is that person going to say, this group, or da-da-da. It's just like, no, it's time to really be who we truly are. And especially as women, it's okay for us to be vulnerable. Many of us have been so hurt. And it's hard. That's the hardest thing for both men and women, is to be completely vulnerable and transparent.
It's scary.
Completely. And I've been hurt just by myself being vulnerable, because that person wasn't ready to be that vulnerable. And they got scared. It's like, I can't be this vulnerable. This is deep. She can't know the deep parts of me and where I got hurt, because I'm still healing them. And so I also brought up triggers in other men, because they weren't ready for that yet. And I was like, okay, well, why do I have to go through this if they're not ready for this? So I was realizing I was starting to heal people because I had gone through this, and I was like, no more healing anyone. I now want to attract the man that is supposed to be for me. Like, I'm not here to, not that I'm not here to heal or help or anything, but it's like I did that. I really want a different type of man. I want a different caliber. I want something completely different, but I had to be with it again and be alone, allow myself to heal from stuff and allow myself to be vulnerable. And that still comes up even now as I'm dating someone. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be this vulnerable because he's going to freak out the way the other guy did. And I was like, no, stop, cancel, don't do that. I cannot make him pay for what this guy did. I can't. So I'll catch myself. I'm like, that's a trigger, can't do it. Cancel, nope, I'm not going to allow it. I'm just going to be me. We have to constantly going back to just being us. Going back to your heart. Getting out of your head, going back to your heart and your soul. Of everything. And I'm going to show you this picture only because it was the most beautiful thing. So it's my second set of flowers delivered.
New guy.
Yes. It's the second set. Like,
this guy's a stud. This
Yeah.
guy shows up. I know a man, and this guy showed up like, bam! Knows what he wants, knows what he wants, knows what he likes. She shows up like this and brings out everything in him and wants to go, hey, 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 hey. Trying to put his arms around her, like just trying to, like, oh, all right. You know, men are into you because they're trying to, you start to feel in control, try to control. Hey, where you going? What time are you gonna be? Who's gonna be there? Right? You hate it, right? He's trying to control, but you know he's falling in love with you. He's trying to protect you. Like, that's when you know he's kicking in. It's very predictable, you know, if you see it the right way. So sorry.
Yeah.
But this guy's studly city, like just from the beginning, like bam, 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 bam. He's not from here. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. He's in the Midwest, good old boy, you know, raised by his mom and dad, and they know how to, you know, and they have family values and, you know, all that stuff, and they know how to be men. They know, like, you know, take you
And
with
he
them.
lives in Torrance. I live in the valley, and he comes all the way to come pick me up, even if it's out of his way, huh?
How'd you meet him?
How to meet him? I actually met him through a friend who was doing online dating. Is this funny? She's like, I think this one would be really good for you.
Oh.
I was like, yeah. Is that,
Okay.
so I was like, wow, okay, this is
We
interesting.
can talk.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. You know, nowadays online dating is huge too. I have tons of girlfriends on it.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nightmare.
So I was just like, well, but it actually turned out well. But yeah, so he's driving from Torrance to pick me up. I even told him, I'm like, I feel bad because he's picking me up. He's like, no, do not feel bad. He
That's what I want.
wants to do this.
That's what he
Let
wants
him
to
do this. Like,
yes. He's putting the effort into like winning her.
mhm.
It's worth it. That's the point. Let him do what he wants to do. That's how he wins you. And it's flattering as hell.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And so yeah, so it's been going. It's
So we have to wrap. What do you got for our guests?
yes, very different. So you all get a book. If you didn't get a
Give me a
book,
book.
they're all free. They're on the back table. The little black book of fitness, and inside. So what I created was an online membership program. And this has the website right here. It's called Butoga.com. I created a program called Butoga, which is a fusion of boot camp yoga and meditation. And so everything is online. So there's like 120 videos, workout videos that you could do. There's strength training, there's yoga, there's Butoga. So you have access to my videos. I also do nutrition tips and recipes. And then you have access to like over 60 meditations that I've done, audio and video. And it's a big community of how can we be fit in our mind, body, and spirit. So it's not just one of your regular ones where it's like, okay, it's just workouts. No, you get it all here. So it's butoga.com. And if you do sign up for it, there's different tiers. It's a monthly membership online, so you can do it at any time, wherever you're at, from home. And if you do it from here, just make sure you put in the comments that you were here at this event, and you'll get like 10% off of whatever tier that you join. But my gift to you is the book. I hope you do join. It's a great community. We're all about just getting ourselves fit in all 3 areas of your life.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. Love it. Love it.